person who's directing the competition, whose name escapes me at this point, came into the school and gave a big presentation. And I knew right then, I want to apply for this. Sounds like a great opportunity.
Is space and the sort of industry something you've always been interested in?
Yeah, like for a very long time, I've been really interested in space. And this, I thought, great, I can like actually prove it.
What is it about it? I mean, what first sparked that passion, do you think?
I think when I was really young, like my aunt bought me a space atlas, and I read it from from front to back, and since then I've just been really interested in space.
Excellent. And same question.
I think I first heard about it in year 8 or 9 when Jennifer Stone came and did an. It was in an awards evening. I think she was a guest speaker, and she talked about her getting the scholarship when she was younger, and then I knew that I wanted to do it. And then later, when my sister was our age, she told me about it as well. And so when it finally came to when I was in year 12, I knew I wanted to apply.
You've been waiting for
it.
And again, so is it something from a young age that you knew you wanted?
Yeah, I've always definitely been interested in science, and space is just one of those things that I feel like a lot of people are interested in. And so I know I wanted to apply.
Yeah, I'm on the same sort of level as Harry. I found out about it through the presentation we got given at school, and I knew then that I just had to apply. I've always sort of been interested in NASA and ESA and all their missions. So when I was younger, I watched the space shuttle missions on TV, and all the stories like Apollo 11, Apollo 13, they really caught my interest. So from a young age, I've always been sort of following the space industry and all our space programs. So when I found out about the competition, I just knew, give it a shot, see what happens.
It's one of these things, isn't it? You think it's just it's notoriously difficult to get into, becoming an astronaut sort of regarded as the most ridiculously difficult thing to do, isn't it? But the actual reality of being able to go where all these historic things have taken place, how does that feel? Any of you?
Yeah, that's really exciting. I can't wait to meet all the scientists and engineers there and get to talk to them. And also just because it's from people from so many countries are invited. I can't wait to meet everyone at the culture fair as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely incredible, isn't it? It's you get to meet all these we're even staying with astronauts and people who work at the Space Center. So everything will be about space. It'll be really great.
It's not just that, it's also everyone will have the same sort of interest in space, and that's also going to be fantastic because there's not many people that have the same sort of interests.
And that captive audience as well.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. Well, I want to focus a little bit about what you'll be doing when you're there. Obviously, you've touched on the fact that you're going to be meeting astronauts and scientists and being in that. I mean, what the whole plan is a sort of simulated mission, isn't it? Do you want to explain about what you'll be doing?
Yeah, well, I think we're going to be put into different teams based on what our interests are, if it's space lore or the Martian habitat or the rockets. And then together in our groups, we'll all plan the simulated mission to Mars. Wow. That's the most I know about it anyway.
You say simulated, but of course that's probably how much of the scientists start their actual missions. They've got to plan it out as if it's happening. So, I mean, do you feel like you'll be doing something very significant?
Yeah, well, it's going to be very exciting.
Yeah, and also, it's kind of, that is the actual reality. That's how they plan missions. You have all these different teams that have to work together. We had to do some research for different, parts of the sort of, space programs, and there's just hundreds of different acronyms for all these different teams that have to work together. So it's quite cool how it's that's what it's like, and that's how we're going to be working.